everyone! Today I'm going to be vlogging my experience at the Lantern Festival and giving a review of it. I do live in Utah, so this Lantern Festival is in Salt Lake City, but they do have them all across the country and it sounded really fun. So I'm gonna check it out and let you know what I think. One thing to keep in mind with the Lantern Festival is when we initially purchased the tickets to go, it was scheduled on September 29th. So I was planning to go for my birthday, and about 4 days before, they sent out an email saying that they were rescheduling it due to high winds and inclement weather and stuff like that. And so they rescheduled it to 2 weeks later for October 13th. And I was honestly kind of upset because I had this vision and this idea of the way that I wanted my birthday to go, and then it was kind of destroyed. So that was unfortunate. I still had a great birthday. We did other things, but just keep that in mind. If you are buying tickets, they could reschedule it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm going to pick up my sister right now, so I will catch back up with you when I get with my sister.
Or the State Farm tent.
Okay, so the Lantern Festival is over. We are sitting in the parking lot and we're gonna be here for a while. Like, we literally have already been here for like 15-20 minutes and have literally not moved. So it's gonna be a long night, especially because we're like 45 minutes away from home and we'll probably be in this parking lot for another hour or more. It's great. Overall consensus, amazing.
Yes, it was beautiful.
It was honestly like breathtaking. There were a lot of little problems that I'll get into later, but overall consensus was yes, good, do it, great. Okay, well, we'll talk later. So I'm finally home. They scanned our tickets and they gave us these wristbands that say Lantern Fest on them. And then they handed us these cute little bags. And inside the bag, it had our lantern. So then we got a little box of matches that say the Lantern Fest on them. How cute. These little packages of Honey Maid graham crackers. They had a little baggie that had 2 marshmallows in it. And then they gave us a little chocolate. It's not regular Hershey's chocolate. It's like Crackle? Okay, it's Crackle. So, yeah, but, you know, you do what you gotta do. So, got those. This marker was so that we could decorate our lanterns. You could draw on them, write a message, or whatever. It says Lantern Fest on it. It's got the little owl on it. And then we just decided to walk around for a little bit. They had a bunch of bouncy castles and fun things for little kids. They even had some princesses that showed up. There was a stage with some live music and some games. Then there was a bunch of vendors trying to sell some stuff. And then on the other side was the food trucks. There was about, let's see, I'd say 12 or 13 food trucks there. And it was not enough. Like, it was definitely not enough food trucks. There was probably a couple thousand people there, so to have only 12 food trucks, yeah, Every single line was huge. That was just ridiculous. Like, you can't have an event where you say no food, outside food or drink is allowed, and then have 12 food trucks. I just think that they needed more food trucks. That was a huge problem that I noticed. When you walk in, it's just like a giant field basically, and they had tons of little fire pits, like just tin can type things, just all over, like tons of them. So you could roast your marshmallows or be warm while you're waiting. By the time we'd gotten our food, pretty much every single fire pit was like taken, I guess. So we just like saw a group of people. So we went and like asked if we could stand by their fire pit, even though it's not their fire pit, but anyway, you get the point. So we went to stood by them. Essentially what they did is they had a couple like tiki torch type things that are supposed to help you light it, because they gave you matches, but the matches weren't awesome, and so the tiki torches were supposed to make it easier to light it. And so they had those being passed around, and everybody was lighting their lantern but still holding on to it, and then they counted down, and then because everybody already had theirs lit, then they let them go, and it was just stunning, like so pretty. It was so gorgeous. I don't even know if you, and I mean, I have video footage of it, but it's so different than being there, looking up and just seeing the sky just full of these lanterns. It was so cool. Like, I would definitely recommend. So cool. However, I couldn't get mine lit, like at all. I tried. I asked so many people to help me. And neither could my sister. Neither one of us could get our lanterns lit. I think after the initial launch happened, the wind picked up a lot. And so every time we'd like get it kind of almost lit, the wind would just blow it out. And we'd get it kind of almost lit and the wind would blow it out. And we couldn't light our matches like at all. That was impossible. It was just kind of annoying because neither me or my sister actually were able to launch our lanterns and send them up into the sky, which is kind of the whole point. But also the point is to see this beautiful thing. So I don't really know if I have any advice for you, because obviously plenty of people were able to make it work. Maybe I just am dumb and I couldn't figure it out. I don't know. Just good luck, I guess. So we see this beautiful launch, and then it's over. They wanted a bunch of people to like stay so that not everybody was leaving and trying to get out of the parking lot at the same time. So they tried to have this whole system with like colored groups, and then they would announce which group could go. But really, I feel like people just left when they were ready to leave. And it was really cold. Like I mentioned, I had a lot of like, I had a hat, I had a scarf, gloves, like all this stuff. And I was still really cold. I think people were just ready to go, and pretty much everybody left right at the beginning, but they had like fire dancers and some more music and things like that was going on after the launch, but it was so dark, I couldn't see anything except for the little fires everywhere, and it was so cold. So we were just ready to go. It was kind of a long walk back to the car, and then we sat in the parking lot for like an hour, probably more than an hour. With events like that, you kind of expect that to happen, but still, I wish it had been a little better. Overall, I would recommend, I do, however, okay, so I recommend you get there earlier, for sure, than I did. So they open the gates at 3, we got there a little after 5, I think. The launch happened around 8, but I would recommend getting there early, especially if you want food, because waiting in those lines takes forever. So I feel like if you go a little bit earlier and you actually have a chance to like experience the whole thing and spend some more time there, I think it would be more enjoyable like that. And then we didn't bring chairs because
the only campers that we have are like in our trailer, and we park our trailer at the camp trailer, and we park it somewhere else, so because we don't have room in our driveway, and so it would have been like a mess to try and get over there and get it on launch and get the chairs out. So
we were like, oh, we'll just bring a blanket and it'll be fine. We'll just sit on the ground on a blanket. But it wasn't grass. That's what I was expecting it to be, which I don't know why, because then grass could light on fire. I don't know, but it was not grass. It was not comfortable ground. It was rocks, like gravel. So just sitting on a blanket on the ground is not really a good option, especially if you're gonna be there for a while. So definitely bring camp chairs. So I guess my conclusion is basically that it was an awesome experience, but just go prepared. Know what to expect, be ready for it, and you'll have an amazing time. I just never really had any experience with it, so I wasn't 100% sure what to expect, and that's why I had a couple of these little minor issues. But I think if you go ready and prepared, I think it'll be an incredible, amazing, awesome experience that everybody should try. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want. I would love that. And I will see you next time I post a video. Bye.